They could have kidney failure and possibly die.
What's up, guys? There's this funny thing about blood. It's one thing we all have, but somehow it still divides us. It's strange how something meant to keep us alive can be the thing that decides who doesn't make it.
Some of us have such rare blood types that any injury, any procedure, or any accident can be life-threatening. Imagine your blood was so rare and so unique that should you get hurt, almost no one else in the world's donated blood would be able to save you. So rare and so valuable that your identity needs to be concealed to keep a never-ending stream of requests for it at bay.
I mean, I get why they hide their identity. If your blood's that rare, hospitals, labs, even collectors would chase you non-stop just for a sample. It's like having something priceless inside of you, and everyone wants a piece of it.
So rare that scientists would do almost anything to get their hands on a pint of it to study. For the people who have the rarest blood type in the world, Rh-null, this is their reality. It's the world's most dangerous blood type to have, because only 43 people in the world are discovered to have it, meaning if you get hurt, basically no one else's blood would be compatible with yours.
Bro, we've come so far with tech, AI, and lab-grown organs, cloning sheep and all that. If this blood's that rare, why not make more of it like we do with everything else? You can't cook up blood in the lab, bro. It's alive. Mix it with the wrong gang, and your blood declares war on sight.
Injuries that would be serious but treatable for everyone else would probably be fatal for you. Most of us have probably heard of the usual blood type system, or even know our own blood type. O positive, AB negative, A positive, O negative. This classification determines who we can donate blood to or receive it from.
Those blood types you hear weren't named randomly. Scientists labeled them A, B, AB, and O in the order they discovered them. And that O comes from the German word ohne, meaning without, since it lacks a specific type of antigen the others have.
And while these 8 blood types are the most common way of describing our blood, each of these 8 types can be subdivided much further. There are millions of varieties, each classified according to the exact antigens that coat the surface of our red blood cells. To know your exact blood type, you'd have to write it out antigen by antigen.
Millions of blood variations makes you realize how personal this stuff gets. Your body's literally running its own membership system. Not everyone gets in. Alright, let me try. A plus, A minus, B plus, B minus, A B plus, A B minus, O plus, O minus. Damn, I actually knew it.
Luckily for most of us, many of the antigens we have don't affect our ability to receive or donate blood, because pretty much everyone else also has them. For example, more than 99.9% of people carry the antigen called VEL. So for most of us donating blood to one another, we wouldn't need to worry about this antigen, as it wouldn't trigger an immune response.
Dog, I don't even know what VEL is, but if I had to guess, it's one of those lesser known antigens only blood nerds talk about. I bet 99% of people got it, and the unlucky few who don't, their blood starts beefing during transfusions.
But for every 5,000 people, there's one person who does lack the VEL antigen who shouldn't receive blood from the other 4,999. Their immune system recognizes the VEL antigen as foreign, and if given VEL positive blood, they could have kidney failure and possibly die. But doctors do screen for as many of these variants as possible to make sure to find the best match for a blood transfusion.
I can't help but wonder if any hospitals ever mixed up blood types before. Like one tiny mistake that nobody caught till it was too late. Kevin, the process won't even let you start a transfusion with the wrong blood. A mismatch gets shut down at the computer stage. The system blocks it long before anyone even wheels it into the room.
But sometimes this best match isn't really possible, and this is why the rarer your blood, the harder things get. The world's rarest blood type, Rh-null, is called Rh-null because it has none of the 61 antigens present in the Rh blood system. It is rare enough to have a few of the antigens in the Rh system missing from your blood, but the chances of missing them all are astronomically small.
Missing all 61 Rh antigens? That's like walking into a store with a product that has no label. Nobody knows what shelf you belong to, and nobody can match you with anything.
Doctors call it the golden blood, because for anyone who has any type of rare Rh blood type, missing a few antigens here or there, the Rh-null blood can be accepted, where other more typical blood types could not be. It has enormous life-saving capabilities, but for those who have it, it can be a curse.
Bruh, How something this rare is supposed to save people? Like it don't even got the stuff everybody else has. Think of your blood like a puzzle set. Most people are missing a few puzzles here and there. Rh-null is missing all Rh pieces. So when someone else is missing only a few, this blood fits anywhere because nothing clashes with their pattern.
Most of us likely take for granted that if we get hurt, the nearest hospital will be able to sort us out. But if you're one of the few with Rh-null blood, life is inherently more dangerous. You can't receive blood from anyone else except the 42 other people that exist who have been found to have the same blood type. And of the people known to have it, only a handful of them are active donors, and they're spread across the world.
Kinda wild how lucky I am without even knowing it. I stress over dumb stuff, but some folks depend on a list shorter than a morning to-do list.
And the logistics of shipping blood around the world are stupidly complicated. Bureaucracy and paperwork can hold things up at the borders, which can create a myriad of issues. Fresh blood has a shelf life of 4 weeks, and it has to be stored at 4 degrees Celsius, which is challenging during transportation, especially to remote areas. This means that any holdup at customs can render the blood unusable.
It's wild how the world isn't built for something this rare. Like the blood exists, the people exist, but the system around them isn't designed to keep them in mind at all. You're right, the trouble isn't that the blood can't save someone, it's that every layer between the donor and the patient was made for the majority, not the outliers. That's where things get complicated.
And some countries have very restrictive rules in regards to importing blood. The UAE, for example, won't accept any blood into the country that isn't from the Gulf states. These types of logistics and bureaucracy make it very hard for someone with rare blood to get a transfusion, especially in a sudden emergency where they need the blood fast.
I'm still trying to figure out why countries like the UAE won't take blood from the outside. I guess to them, if they didn't control the whole chain, from the moment it left someone's arm, they don't trust it. Testing it after the fact just ain't good enough.
For one Swiss man with Rh-null blood, this meant as a child, he couldn't go to summer camp or do outdoor sports because his parents feared he could get an injury with no ability to get a blood transfusion. As an adult, he can't travel to countries without modern hospitals. The only realistic way he can navigate this danger is to continuously donate blood to himself, meaning twice a year, he donates blood to keep on reserve in case he ever needs it.
Low-key, I'm realizing how boxed in your life gets when your blood's that rare. You're not even thinking about living normal. You're thinking if something goes wrong here, how can they even help me? Yeah, it's like every plan comes with a map check. Not is it fun, but is there a hospital within reach if things go sideways? That's a crazy way to move through life.
And he can't really donate much more than that, because Rh-null blood also comes with some adverse effects. The Rh antigens that most of us have are thought to play a role in maintaining the integrity of the red blood cell membrane. Red blood cells which lack Rh antigens have an abnormal shape and an increased osmotic fragility. This means that red blood cells break down quicker than they should.
If you had this blood, you'd be running on a thinner margin than everyone else. Your red cells break sooner. So a bad flu or rough week, even a few days of stress, hits you twice as hard. Your body doesn't have the backup supply that most people take for granted,
resulting in a hemolytic anemia. This can lead to fatigue, shortness of breath, and jaundice, and thus makes frequent blood donation impossible. And because only a handful of people with this rare blood ever donate it, this places a large burden on those who do when someone else needs this type of blood.
I can't stop thinking about the pressure on the donors. Like your blood's rare, it saves people, but your own body burns through it faster. So every time someone needs you, you're already running low. Facts. If you say no, you're the reason somebody might not make it. Imagine carrying that every time your phone rings. That's a whole different kind of stress, dog.
Because Rh-null blood can be donated to anyone with a rare combination of Rh negatives in their blood type, every once in a while, they may get an urgent call to donate. The Swiss man we mentioned before once got a call that a newborn baby was in dire need of his type of blood. To save the baby's life, he would need to make his way to the donation center. This meant taking a taxi to Geneva and taking time off of work, none of which is allowed to be reimbursed due to the blood donation laws in some parts of Europe.
Wow, you're out here trying to save a newborn's life, and the world still hands you a bill. No time off, no backup, no support, just you choosing between your job and a baby breathing. That's the kind of thing that breaks people.
He was able to help in this instance, but quickly realized that the cost and burden of donating his valuable blood would ultimately fall on him. Anyone with this rare type of blood is given the gift of being able to help someone at a time of need, an ability to help where no one else can. It probably feels pretty amazing to know you've played a part in saving someone's life.
Living with this blood means your phone isn't just a phone. It's a siren that could flip your whole day. One call and whatever you were doing stops cold. You don't get to think about yourself first. The second that call hits, you already calculating the cost of what somebody else needs from you.
This also comes with the unfortunate burden of being, in a sense, on call for your entire life, should the need for your blood arise. This poses an interesting ethical question. It's up to you to donate blood at a moment's notice, whether you're in a client meeting, at your own wedding, or on vacation. At what point does your moral obligation to help someone else in need begin and end?
Honestly, the moment you're the only one who could save somebody, that obligation kicks in. And with blood this rare, it really doesn't stop. You're on the hook as long as you exist.
But for every person who was otherwise doomed without this donated blood, the importance of it obviously can't be overstated. And this serves as a reminder that hospitals around the world rely on the good deed of blood donation to save lives.
Everybody want to stand out till you see what real rare costs. Kinda makes you rethink what being special even means. Rarity sounds noble from a distance, but up close, it's often a burden. One that some people never get to set down.
Whether your blood is rare or not.